Welcome to episode 2 of Nicole Does Stuff. I am focusing on amiibos again this episode, this time about feeding them, because last episode I did 38 rounds with 8 of my amiibos battling each other from levels 1 to 50, and they came back with a lot of prizes from doing that. So I have plenty of amiibo food. So we're going to go into the amiibo menu. And then we are going to scan Link on the NFC reader. Then we'll be able to go into feed equipment. And I have all sorts of things I can feed him. Now you notice that every positive has a negative. So anything that's going to boost attack will minus your defense, anything that boosts your speed will minus your attack, and anything that boosts your defense will minus your speed. So it all kind of goes in a circle, and it's always the same two attributes linked as far as I've seen so far. Some of them that have bigger negatives than positives will give you a bonus effect. What I'm going to do is focus on boosting my stats first, and then I'll worry about bonus effects. So I think I'm going to focus on raising my attack as far as I can go first. So this torch would be really good to feed. That legendary sword's pretty good, so we'll do that. That's just okay, my amiibo's full already, and what that means is I'm going to have to battle it some more in order to get an appetite. So I'll do that and I'll be back. So now I should be able to feed him a little bit more. We're still going to focus on raising his attack right now, and then next I'll work on digging his defense out of the negative. It's just easier to do one trait all at once. Really like the look of this beam sword. The stronger attack, the longer the reach, and my attack's pretty insane right now, so we're gonna go ahead and equip that. Except it's full. So it looks like battling 5 rounds only let me feed another 3 items. It might be based on the amount of points you're adjusting your amiibo by instead of based on how many items. So I'm gonna battle him again, and then I'll feed him that beam sword. Alright, back again after another 5 battles, and hopefully my amiibo is hungry. Let's go ahead and start giving him attacks with abilities I want him to have. So we're gonna feed him the beam sword tome so that he can start with a beam sword every battle. And then I am also interested, there seems to be a version of the item for every type of stat. So there's vampire boots, but I don't want to raise my speed yet. So there are actually vampire gloves that I will feed instead, and there's even a vampire suit, which would be the defense boost version, but I want the attack boost version. So vampire gloves, and that gives my amiibo a lifesteal ability. Alright, this is what I want to give him. Start each life with 30% damage, but you have 1.15 times attack power. Since I have lifesteal, I think that 30% damage is going to disappear pretty quickly. So we'll give him that. And it looks like my attack is just about maxed out. So next I'm going to work on digging my defense out of the negative. So start using high defense items, and that's going to push my speed into the negative. But I'm only going to do my defense until it's at 0. I just want this to be a really high attack character, but I don't want the other traits to suffer because of it. And my amiibo's full again. So what I'm going to do is just repeat this process of battling the amiibo and then feeding him, and I'm going to keep doing that until my defense and speed are at 0, and we'll see where my attack is at. Alright, I'm back, and I've done several rounds battling my amiibo, so he'd get hungry and I could feed him. As you see, I got the defense up to 0 instead of a negative number, and my speed is only at a negative 30 right now. I just wanted to take a minute to show you that your total combined number of stats can't exceed 120. Eventually you'll feed it so much where your bonuses will be reduced and it won't reflect what the item actually says anymore. So you see I've got 150 attack and then minus 30 speed, giving me a total of 120. And then if I go into my equipment, which I sorted by category now, making this a little bit easier, and get down to the speed items, you're going to see, even though the ordinary shoes say plus 19 speed and minus 12 attack, when you see in the upper right corner, it says plus 3 and minus 3 instead. So this is the point where you want to start using your smaller items because your larger ones aren't going to benefit you as much. And then also another cool thing is, say I was to use this item, it's not the most beneficial, but I want to show you that it would add another bonus effect. You can only have 3 though, and fortunately it gives you the option of which one you want to lose, so you don't have to worry about which order you do them in. You'll always have that choice of which one to get rid of, so I'll get rid of my newest one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get my character's speed out of the negative. Alright, as you can see, I've got Link's attack up to 120, his defense at 0, and his speed at 0, just like I wanted. He has 3 bonus effects, and then I can go into his specials, and if I've unlocked abilities for him by playing through Smash Brothers, they will be listed here, and I can switch his defaults to other options. So I'm going to give him the giant bombs instead of the bomb, and hopefully as I play more, I will unlock more options for him. Really quick, I'm just going to save him and show you a couple other level 50 amiibos that I maxed out by feeding. The first one is Marth. And with Marth, what I ended up doing was I made him completely balanced. So he has 40 points in each of his attributes. His attack, his defense, his speed are all even. And I didn't give him any bonus effects because I was curious if you'd get more points to spend if you didn't have bonus effects equipped. But unfortunately, that's not the case. You can see if you go to one of the straight up items that doesn't have a bonus effect, it does the same thing where it evens it out, so it's plus 6, minus 6, not able to exceed the 120 maximum points. The other character that I've leveled up to max would be my Kirby. And got some kitties watching. Oh my gosh. Anyway, Kirby is not balanced, but you can still see kind of see that that his attack, defense, and speed all add up to 120 still. So this has been my amiibo video about feeding your amiibo. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll watch my next video. Not sure if it'll be about amiibos or some other random thing that's on my mind, but thank you very much.